2, go.
Good evening, everybody. I'm your host, Charlie, he, them, and the season's over. We made it.
Hooray!
And joining me today is...
A Spirit King, founder, chief editor of AceAnimeReviews.com, and I give myself a fancy-sounding title, but I don't actually do a whole lot of founding or chief editing, so, you know.
Yeah, we appreciate you anyway.
Yeah.
So, AceAnimeReviews.com is exactly what it says on the tin, a review site specializing in anime, though we also cover movies, video games, and whatever else we feel like. Our most recent article was by me, I think.
No, it's by me. Yours is still scheduled for
Yes, it was by you.
Friday.
What was it about?
Final Fantasy 14. And the cutest
cute characters.
There. Yeah. Somebody made a comment that they would have put they said Alphino or Graha on their list, and I'm going to respectfully disagree with Alphino, but I mean, he's fine, but he also causes secondhand embarrassment a lot, so but if I had written it a few days later, Graha would have been on there, probably in place of Nanamo and Raubon.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I just wanted to respond to that real quick.
We also have a Discord, which you're welcome to join by following the link in the description after this is posted to YouTube.
Yes, but behave yourself.
And that's all the boring stuff.
Oh, well, real quick, if you do join the Discord, I just want to warn you that I've pretty much been live blogging my way through Shadowbringers, and I didn't bother to mark any of that as spoilers. So, I mean, most of it, there's not a lot of context, so you're not really gonna, so if you don't know anything, it probably won't be a spoiler, because you kind of need context for a spoiler to be a spoiler, and it's mostly just jokes, but you know, just fair warning that there's some untagged spoilers in the video games channel if you do join the Discord. So there you go.
Yeah, we rarely tag any spoilers for anything.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
Yep, let us.
Everything ended.
Yeah.
Some of it better than others.
Yeah, some of it let's ended and more just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh.
We haven't finished Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, Yu-Gi-Oh didn't end.
We just did the Kaiba nonsense, right?
Yes, the nonsense. The peak Yu-Gi-Oh nonsense.
Let's discuss that, shall we?
Yes, let's. We'll start with Yu-Gi-Oh! And the peak. First of all, it's easy to tell that this anime was based on something written in the 90s, based on how hacking looks. It's basically just turns into a really low-end version of Myst. Like, yes, that's hacking. That's how that works.
That's definitely how that works. No coding involved at all.
No. Like, I know that showing somebody actually hacking would be boring as sin. Like, there's a book I read that had somebody hacking and they were trying to do it the realistic way, and it was dull. Yeah. It's mostly just somebody...
You heard it here last, folks. Real hacking is dull as fuck.
Yeah, it was mostly just somebody fucking around on Facebook and befriending this guy's daughter and asking him her questions about her dad to try and get some information that she could use to guess the password.
Yeah, it's usually how it works.
Yeah. But
just gotta guess the password and you got everything you need.
Yep. But, and then, so, I don't remember what they did, how they, explain it in the dub. In the Japanese, the bad guy with no name, clarifies that he is just a guy wearing a disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
very realistic and believable disguise.
Yes, I think in the dub they cut that. They instead do their don't stand a ghost of a chance joke instead, and just try and keep it as a muddled either he's a ghost or a demon clown or something. It's not clear.
Yeah, well, I guess they figured kids.
Yeah, and it was already dumb anyway, so who cares? But
yeah, and he was very obviously not Kaiba from the beginning.
Yeah,
like anybody who knew Kaiba would know.
Yeah, nobody's
Who the
gonna
fuck
fall
are
for
you?
That. Yeah. Like, it's not outside the realm of possibility for the evil version of somebody's to just pop up and be there, but it's still a bit silly.
Yeah. I mean, Kaiba is the evil version of Kaiba, so...
Yeah.
It doesn't really work.
No. Yeah, let's see.
And of course, Yugi broke through the power of his rivalry.
Power of love.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because, really the only real romance in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is between Kaiba and Dark Yuki. Mostly one-sided on Kaiba's part, but you got a moment. You did get a moment of that with Yami looking at his deck. It's like, oh, it's Kaiba's deck.
Yami is technically dead. So.
Yes, and it has been for quite a while. But
looks good for it though.
Yeah. I mean, he got super white, but you know what are you gonna do about that? He hasn't seen the sun in 5,000 years, so it's fair.
Yeah. Well, it's pale because he is Japanese.
Yeah, Yugi is Japanese.
He's not white.
Yeah.
Did anything interesting actually happen except for Kaiba's ridiculous fucking faking his death hacking nonsense?
Mokuba got kidnapped again.
Yeah, that's what he's there for.
Yeah. I do like that the bad guy just snuck him away while they were distracted. That's a very very natural thing to do. It's like, of course he's not gonna listen. He's the bad guy.
Oh. Doesn't give a shit about the duel. He's just gonna fucking leave.
Yeah, why wouldn't he? Oops. Hold on. What? There you go. Okay. Sorry, I had the black box for my face rig. Get rid of it. So I guess we'll talk about the others. So Duke of Death we'll start with, because I didn't even know that last week's was the conclusion because it didn't resolve anything. It just kind of said
I think it's setting it up for a second season.
Yeah, just the manga's ongoing. The manga's ongoing, but there have been plenty of anime based on ongoing manga that still have something like that at least feels like a climax of sorts. But this one didn't. He just talked to his mom, and then it just kind of stopped. Yeah,
it feels more like a pause than an actual ending.
I mean, I
do appreciate the Duke of Death has been pretty fucking consistent throughout.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the mystery's there, but it's mostly about the relationship.
Yes, and it's very cute. And they did not have the moment from the manga that I was hoping for. Because in the first chapter of the manga, which is kind of like a more prologue sort of thing, there's a bit where Alice and the Duke kiss through a window.
Aww.
Yes, it's very cute, and I was waiting for, and I wanted to see that animated, but they didn't animate it. Which is
still
a damn shame.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But yeah,
yeah,
he told his mom to fuck off, and it was cool.
yeah. His mom needs to fuck off. She's kind of mean. She's not a good
I
mom.
did not appreciate that they tried to make her a little more sympathetic.
Like, I mean, I don't mind them trying to make her sympathetic, but I don't know how well it worked. It worked better than a certain other shitty parent being trying to be made sympathetic, but
Yeah.
in a certain other anime, but
Fucking.
you know.
Her friend died, so
Yeah.
she's going to be an absolute fucking horrific person to her children.
Yeah, oh, there's a damn, I think she was gonna be like that anyway.
Yeah.
She's, but, but how about that very startling reveal of who it was who cursed him in the first place? Was Alice's mom. Like, what the hell?
Maybe. It might have been. It might also have been, the second.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be another witch there.
Yeah. But the all the indications are pointing to it having been Alice's mom, which, like, damn, I didn't even know Alice's mom was magic.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess, for the show, but...
Yeah. I mean, like, in the manga, the first chapter of the manga implies that Rob is the one who cursed him.
Rob?
Yeah. Because it says it's somebody who's close to him. And then later we find out that magic users aren't necessarily female. These kobolds are gonna kill me. I gotta run away real quick.
I mean, maybe in the manga it might have been Rob, but that's not really what we're getting from this show.
Yeah.
So maybe they changed it?
Maybe. They could have. I mean, I don't know why they would have changed it and then left us with a non-ending.
Yeah. Well, let's hope for a second season.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
And another one that didn't really resolve anything but nobody expected to was Sunny Boy.
Yeah, it was as confusing as every other episode.
Yeah, though them killing Nozomi off screen was unexpected, and I wasn't super thrilled about that. But Rajani came back, and he was my favorite.
Off screen.
Was it not? I don't remember anything.
No, it was in the last episode.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was right at the end.
Oh.
I turned her into a compass with the magic gun.
Oh, I don't remember anything about last episode. I might have to rewatch it.
Yeah, that's why they're so obsessed with that goddamn compass this episode.
Oh, I thought it was just because that was what she called her magic, her power.
Nope.
Oh, and then well then never mind. Scratch that complaint. But I watched it. I mean, I'm pretty sure I watched it, but I don't remember anything about it. I think I was thinking too much about Final Fantasy XIV.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that game a lot. I played it for 21 hours in a row yesterday and today, which is why I'm sleepy. But I did like seeing Rajdani again. He's my favorite character.
Yeah, he went a little crazy on his 2,000-year journey.
Yeah, but he's still him. Still essentially.
Yeah, and he has a parrot now.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for them.
Kept eating his hair.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, I do like.
They built a spaceship and went into space.
Yeah, now that it's over, I might go back and watch the whole thing again. Or it's being dubbed, so I might wait for the dub to be finished and then watch it.
Yeah.
I think
Be careful though, they might try to make it make more sense and then lose some of the meaning.
They might, or we might get some just because I can like focus more on the animation and stuff. And And I also think that a lot of it was just me being, I kind of like checked out very early in the season because work was busy and the last 2 seasons were like overwhelming. So, like this whole season I've just been kind of, So.
Yeah. Well, this whole season has been kind of,
Yeah. I mean, Sunny Boy is really the only really good, like, yeah, it's the only really good one. I mean, I liked Uramichi-san, but Uramichi-san, I don't know if I'm gonna be thinking about it much after I get around to finishing it. But,
I think the only thing I'm going to think about Sunny Boy after it's over is she left her fucking cats behind.
Yeah, well, I mean, she could take them back. What's she gonna? I mean,
I know, but what the fuck?
I mean, think about it this way. Well, they're behind. Well, first of all, they're with Rajdani, who is awesome. And second of all, they'll live forever. I mean, they were old cats. They were gonna die soon.
That's true.
So she can get new cats.
It was character progression and a necessary sacrifice.
She can get new cats. Okay. And, let's see.
But seriously, only 2 people wanted to go home?
Yeah, I guess so. Everybody else, well, we don't know how long they've actually been there. They said 2 years.
2000.
Well, for Rajdani it was 2000, but
yeah, we don't know how long they've been
yeah,
there.
it could have been different for different people based on where they were. So, like, I'm sure some of them just they like being there. I don't know, or maybe the risk of getting home they figured wasn't worth it, and only Nagara and Mizuho that it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good show. I mean, I know that
it was a show.
It's not for everybody.
No.
A lot of people are gonna find it frustrating, and it is.
I recommended it for philosophers and people who are very stoned.
Yes.
What was a very good show throughout, and
until it ended.
Well, I do have one gripe. It wasn't really on the show's fault.
No, it was the show's fault.
It wasn't the show's fault.
We've been queer baited.
No.
They gay fished it. No, it was straight up queer baiting.
Did the producers of the show ever actually imply at any point that they were going to get together?
No, but they did all the framing and the acting of the romance, and it's one of those things in Japan. It was a class S friendship, which is straight up queer baiting. It's an old dead trope. It's an old trope that really needs to die, but they keep around. It's because it's yeah.
Well, I can appreciate that they were friends.
Yes, I do like that. I mean,
yeah. And they stuck with the aquarium is going to close. You need to get used to the fact that the aquarium is going to close, and then it closed.
Yes, I do like that.
And they have to find a new dream.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, if I was Fuka, I would have been like, I will accept that movie if you take the job at the other aquarium.
Yeah.
But
Fuka never seemed very interested in actually doing the movie. She just felt a little pressured.
Yeah, I think she kind of decided she didn't want to be an idol anymore. Like, she said that her dream was dead and she mourned it, but it's because she had mourned it that she was okay with it being dead. Like, she found a new dream. She wanted to be in Okinawa with Kukuru.
Yeah, and it would have been nice if they actually asked her, is this what you want to do?
Yeah.
I know it used to be what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I think Kukuru was still kind of hung up on her own dream.
She was still caught in the idea that she could only have one dream.
Yeah.
It's one dream for life. And if it dies, you're fucked.
Yeah. Which is more about the queer baiting.
No.
Like I kind of figured, I knew it was going to end up being queerbait once they were talking about them being sisters, and the hope that it would actually turn out to be legit gay was a very, very tenuous one, but it's still frustrating.
Would have been so nice.
Would have been.
But what we got were sisters.
Yeah.
Heavy on the quotation marks.
Yeah. And I'm not sure how I feel about the grandma's lines, like, it's hard to have twin girls. It's like, it's hard to have any twins, first of all, and also, that's why twins are usually born via cesarean. Did they not give the mom a cesarean? Why didn't they give the mom a cesarean?
Did she go in labor prematurely?
Even then, they would have done a cesarean. Why didn't the OB cut them babies out so that neither one of them died? And also so that mom wouldn't die.
She might have had a cesarean and one of them died anyway.
It might have been, yeah.
Twin pregnancies are fucking risky to
start with. It might have been that the baby died in utero.
Yeah.
But, and that was why.
Yes, but also, she never knew her sister.
Yeah.
It does not make sense that she would feel any connection to her.
Well, it's because she's like, she's
that's more romanticizing the idea of twins thing.
Because her parents are gone, and she would have liked to have a sibling. But yeah.
Well, speaking as someone who has many siblings, it's not all that cracked up. It's cracked up to be.
No.
I mean, y'all are fine.
Yeah.
But also, you steal my shit and
I don't steal nothing.
That's only because you live in fucking New Mexico, Arizona. Where do you live?
I live in California. But
close to Arizona.
Yeah. I work in Arizona.
Yeah.
But if yes. And if the IRS ever asks, I still do all my shopping in California.
That makes sense.
Yes.
They can't prove otherwise.
I don't buy anything online. Oh, I forgot to mention, before we move on to our general chat, because I guess we're done talking about anime. Well, two things. First of all, anime related. We decided that we're not going to cover premieres that come out outside of the 2-week premiere season, because it's just, we don't got the time or the energy. I mean, I have a full-time job. Haley and Fen are in school. No, we're not gonna do that.
No. It's not fair to us, and it's not fair to normal viewers either, because what the fuck?
Yeah, because the anime's premiere season is an established thing. Like, a normal, just any random normal person probably isn't even gonna know that the new anime is out.
Exactly. Unless it's like heavily advertised.
Yeah.
And they don't generally do that for late premiere.
Or like if they're just checking into the same time slot as another one just ended, and then there's this new anime all of a sudden. It's like, well, maybe I missed the last episode and I was hoping for a rerun. But
Give me.
Yeah. But so yeah, that's why we're not doing that. Also, another thing is I changed Tiger Lily's name to Tiger Lily.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So she's no longer Ace Anime, she's Tiger Lily. I did spell it Cody style with the apostrophe after the T, so. But that's only because regular Tiger Lily was taken. So. And on the character panel with the font, you can't even tell that the up here you can't even tell that the apostrophe is there. It just says Tiger Lily. But yeah. So that's cool.
Yep.
She's.
So are we done talking about anime?
Yeah. Guess we'll move on to our general topic, which shall be.
Relationship tropes that are fun to watch, but not so fun to live.
Opposites attract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I get what they're going for. You look for what you lack in another person.
Yeah, I like the idea of two of romantic partners who challenge each other. But
Yes.
in real life,
that's not.
And then that's good in real life too. But those can also turn into constant bickering.
Yeah. Like there's a limit.
Yeah.
And TV shows like to sprint right past that limit.
Yeah. Like like there's a lot of them. Like if they're doing wrong, then you'll end up with a couple who don't even really seem to like each other.
Yeah. And fucking miscommunication of boundaries.
Yeah.
Or just fucking blatant ignoring of boundaries.
Yeah.
Super fucking dangerous in real life. But if they do it right on a show, it's nice.
Yeah. Another thing is work relationships and stuff. Like they're not good in real life. You shouldn't date your coworkers, and you certainly shouldn't date your boss. But it makes sense in like work comedies and stuff where you're trying to keep things, fairly simplistic and streamlined in the cast and stuff. So
yeah, I mean, if you don't work in the same division, I guess, if there's like space, you have your office and they have their office, that can work.
Yeah.
But if you get too close, it just gets messy, and don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Let's see.
And then the enemies to
lovers.
Yeah. There's a line.
Yeah. Like
if you're antagonistic but never blatantly violent,
I guess it's fine.
I can get that.
Yeah.
But just, hey, this person beat the shit out of me once.
Yeah, this person used to bully me.
This person used to. They're cute. Is a dangerous line of thinking. Please don't go there.
No, this person used to bully me. This person killed my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I mean, if you used to fight a lot and then you grew as people, you recognized the good parts of them that you were ignoring before.
Yeah, or like if you used to fight when you were like children and then you grew and then you separated for a while and then met later.
Yeah. Or if it never goes beyond teasing.
Yeah. But,
and certain age differences.
Yes.
Like if you meet them when they're a child, maybe stay away.
Also, the general childhood friend romance, the one where they've known each other since they were babies. Like in fiction, that's really cute. In real life, they usually the Western work effect kind of kicks in, and then they just start thinking of each other siblings. Like the reverse sexual imprinting. It's just not gonna happen. Unless they were already over 6 when they met, but.
Yeah.
I mean, it does happen sometimes in real life. Like, I guess I read a post about somebody who married a guy that she'd known since they were, like, in preschool, but that's not very common.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, there are some things that work in fiction that do not work in real life.
No.
And you should probably seek therapy if you're considering them.
Yeah. And
Charlie, I want to become a necromancer and then die and be resurrected. I think I should be allowed to do that.
Necromancy is not relevant to the topic at hand. Thank you.
All I heard was something about things you can't.
Noah says hi.
Hi, Noah. We're talking about relationship tropes that work in fiction that don't work in reality.
A lot of that shit.
They left.
Oh, they left.
Yeah.
And
soulmates.
Soulmates. Yeah, soulmates. Very cute in fiction, not so much. I mean, in reality, people love many people.
Yeah. I mean, if they frame it right, soulmates can be actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But if it's always you're destined to love this one person always and go away to go, and it's gross.
Yeah. Or like you have to love them because they're your soulmate.
Yeah.
Especially if that falls into one of those other ones where they're kind of a shithead to you, or enemies to lovers kind of thing.
Yeah.
It also kind of sets up unrealistic expectations for younger people.
Mhm. Yeah, I like the Good Place's take on soulmates.
I haven't seen
Like,
the Good
there's something
Place.
you make.
Yes.
So it can be anyone. You just have
Yes.
to choose.
You just gotta work at it. Or like somebody has many. You can have multiple soulmates. They're just people who, you know, balance out with you just right. And your soulmate doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner. They could be a sibling. They could be a friend. They could be a coworker. It just depends on the context.
They can be a rival.
Yeah. Like
I
Yugi
really
and
like competing with
Kaiba.
this person.
Like Kaiba
Exactly.
and Dark Yugi. Like in the sequel, the movie that came out a few years ago that's a sequel to the manga, is all about Kaiba trying to build a machine to break into the afterlife to go and duel Dark Yugi again because he didn't get to have any closure after he went on to the afterlife and just can't move on.
It's so fucking in character for him.
Yeah, right? I mean, in the anime, Kaiba's actually present during the final arc, so he does get to have some closure, but in the manga, he's not. So he spends 2 years and billions of yen to break into heaven, just so that he can duel Hatem again.
Yeah.
Also,
one last. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna save that for later.
Okay. So one last trope that really kind of annoys me.
Yeah.
In fiction or out of it is ignoring your partner's wants.
Oh yes.
Or your friend's wants.
Yes.
Just assuming you know what they need and doing it without discussing. It's just so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Like, if you just talked to them, if you considered what they want.
Yeah.
No, they're a child that you're somehow attracted to.
Yeah, they had that in had that a lot. That happened a couple of times in in Shadowbringers. So spoiler alert. But I'm going to avoid saying names. But there was one earlier on. Somebody was arguing. Somebody's like, "What about the people who love you and they want you to come back?" And they're like, "That's not their choice."
Yeah.
And then there was another one. It was a job quest. Somebody was like wanted to do a thing that was dangerous and could kill them, and someone was like, "No, you can't because that's dangerous and it'll kill you." And then they said it again. It's like, I don't need you to protect me. I can take care. So you know.
Grown and capable of making my own decisions. Thank
Yes,
you.
I'm grown.
Yes. This actually leads me into my best and worst of the week.
Awesome.
If you're ready for that.
I'm ready for that.
So, what is the best show from Asia? It could be Korea or Thailand or Japan or live action that you've seen.
Of my best live action show?
Yes, not American
Not American.
or European.
I haven't watched any in a while because Crunchyroll used to have Japanese dramas, but then they stopped doing them. Unless they were like based on anime.
Yeah. 1 second, I'm gonna go kill the dog. I'll be right back.
Okay, and while I'll just chat with the... So I'll talk about what I'm doing in the video game. So as you can see, I'm running places. I'm going to East Hawker Alley. I not paying attention to the dialogue, but I've played this 5 billion times, so I know what I'm doing mostly, even though I forgot what I was doing.
My apologies.
Okay.
And also, for those listening, I didn't actually kill the dog. I just put him outside.
No, we can still hear him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Time Taxi.
Time Taxi?
Time Taxi. It was a good show. It was about a cab driver. His cab had the ability, it was also a time machine, so he would pick up fares who were having problems, and then he would travel through time to help them solve their problems. And
that was live action?
Yeah. It's a good show. It's on Crunchyroll. You can watch it.
Yeah. I just watched a little mini-series from Thailand, one of them.
Yeah.
Tale of a Thousand Stars. It was actually pretty sweet.
Aww.
And ended with the fucking trope of, we're not going to ask this grown-ass man what he wants. We're just going to decide he needs to go home.
Yeah. I'm running in place. I'm not pushing any buttons, and she's running in place.
But yeah, it's sweet. It's resolved well, and I like it.
Yeah.
So check it out if you're interested. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of live action shows, which is why the only one I can think of is from like 2014 and is about a guy with a time traveling taxi.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah. So, your turn to ask.
Oh yes, that was best, so I'm going to ask you worst. What is the worst? Well, let's stay on topic. What is the worst mishandling of a fictional relationship that you were kind of rooting for? That you've seen?
Let me think. Fuck. Well, the only thing I can think of is one where they kill one of them.
Oh yeah, that's never fun.
After they finally get them together, but that's
never fun.
That's never fun, and I don't remember what it's from.
Or like that overly common sitcom thing where two they will finally hook up, and then immediately something will happen and they'll break up again.
Yes. Oh, there was this German series I was watching clips from. They finally get through all the fucking things and get together and adopt a kid, and then one of them cheats.
Oh God.
And so the other fucks off to another country.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
But also, what the fuck? It was a soap opera, so I guess you could kind of expect it to happen, but if you're going to go through that much effort, maybe pick a different conflict.
Yeah. And I'm still low-key salty about what they did to Sean in Scrubs. I liked him. His relationship with Elliot was cute, and then he was only there to engineer conflict between Elliot and JD.
Yeah. That's always annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess jealousy can work in fiction.
Yeah, I mean...
But it's always bullshit jealousy based on, I don't trust my partner.
Yeah.
Which is a whole other issue that they maybe need to work on.
And, especially since right after the whole thing with Sean, and then they break up, and then they get together, and, like, immediately JD is like, I don't want her. That's the exact quote. Which means that...
Yeah. JD is an ass.
Oh yeah, he is. He's an asshole. I never let... His and Elliot's relationship kind of didn't work, and it was better when the years that they weren't together.
Yeah.
But then they ended up putting them together in the end anyways, because I guess they felt like they had to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so shall we plug some stuff?
Sure, let's plug some stuff.
What would you like to plug?
I do really. I'm gonna plug. No, I'm gonna plug Final Fantasy 14. I'll plug goldfish crackers.
Goldfish is good.
They're tasty.
Mm-hmm. I have some right here that I'm not eating because it would make bad crunchy noises in the mic.
Yes, I have a big box of them that I've been eating in place of meals while playing Final Fantasy 14 for 21 hours straight.
Please, dear God, actually eat food.
I do
eat actual food, please.
I do eat 1 meal a day generally. Sometimes even 2.
Our lives are so healthy and responsible.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, there's my plug is fishy crackers.
Yes. And I already plugged Tale of a Thousand Stars.
Yeah.
So. Huh. I know we do this every time, and I'm never ready.
No,
I'm never ready.
Never.
Well, the Skittles.
Oh, have you ever tried frozen Skittles?
Tried what Skittles?
Have you ever tried Skittles frozen?
No.
You should
They're
try
hard
them.
enough on my teeth as it is.
You should try them frozen. Just put them in the freezer. They're really good.
I believe you, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where can we find you?
You can find me here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ryota, RHLOTR. I will be streaming tomorrow night some Lotro. And you can also find me infrequently on the TikTok, posting happy color animations, and on Tumblr at Booty@Booter, BOOTY-UPROOTER. So,
yes.
Yeah.
And you can find me on the Tumblr at Magic Like a Charlie. And one day I will even post on TikTok again at Easy Posting. I have no commitment.
No, who needs it?
Yeah.
So I guess
sleep is better.
Yeah, I guess
just sleep.
We'll be back in 2 weeks to talk about all the premieres, except for the ones that have already come out before October started. Oh, also, this season we're not doing an anime you should have been watching because take the season off. Yeah. Last 2 seasons there were too many of them, so this season you don't need to watch any.
Yeah.
But
okay, I guess that's it for this week. We'll see you again after premiere season.
Yep.
We'll probably be very sleepy, just like we always are.
Probably.
Thank you for joining us, and I hope you all take care and stay safe. Wear your mask and get vaccinated.
Yeah.
Do both things.
Yeah.
Do both things.
Oh yes, I was in a raid earlier this morning. Somebody was saying that they hadn't played in 2 months because their mom died of COVID, so please get vaccinated.
Yes, and wear your mask.
Yeah.
The mask is not for you.
No, it's for
everyone
people.
else.
It's for your mom, it's for your dad, it's for whoever you like. Remember at the beginning of the pandemic when people were talking about dogs and cats possibly getting COVID? Yes. It's for them.
Just because you get vaccinated doesn't mean you can't get it. It just means you probably won't die.
Yeah. So, get your booster shot if you were vaccinated at the end of last year or early this year. Or by March.
And flu season is coming, so get your flu vaccine.
Get your flu shot. And wear a mask during flu season too. Let's keep flu numbers down as well. Why not?
Yes. Wear a mask all the time.
Yeah.
They're great. You can make faces at people and they won't even know.
Yeah. You can mutter things under your breath and they won't know you're talking.
Yeah, it's great.
Yep. And people can think you're smiling if all you do is squint at them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so,
Yep.
see y'all later.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.